Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel Cush, and on this channel I talk about motherhood, raising twins, living a simpler life, and really leaning down to have space for the things that count. And so today I'm going to talk about one-year-old gift ideas because I think I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to shop for our twins when they hit this age. As babies, it was like chew toys, like little teethers and rattles and activity gyms. But now that they're one and they're starting to do more stuff, I know that we can get them like toys that they can interact with more. But the thing is, like, they haven't really developed preferences, so I can't just ask them what they want. Instead, I have been watching them for the past couple weeks and seeing what they've shown a lot of interest in. They're now, 15 months, almost 16 months. So I've just comprised a list of their favorite things right now and things that they're about to grow into. And what I mean by that is they're starting to play with them in ways that I think the toy has the purpose of. So for example, sound books. My first pick for one-year-old gift ideas is sound books, because our babies love being read to, and I was always the one pushing the sounds, or they would push them sporadically. Now when we're reading the book, they're really interested in what I'm about to push, and sometimes will try to push it before I do. Or even when they're left alone and the two of them are reading the book together, one's pushing the sound and one's turning the pages. So I know now that I think they're starting to understand that different sounds go with different pages, and they're really into these sound books. So while before they were just fun to read and they were interactive, the boys are really starting to get into what sounds belong to what pictures. Not that they can put it together yet, but I can see those wheels turning, that when I'm pointing to the dog and hitting the dog, they're looking back and forth like, oh, okay, that's what that one does. So I am going to be giving them sound books. Another great gift idea for one-year-olds is mini versions of the things that we don't want them to have, but they always want to have. So our phone, our keys, iPad, things that they shouldn't be drooling or chewing on, especially keys because they're so dirty, the remote control. I find that the babies are obsessed with these, right? Like if we turn the TV off or the remote is sitting, like they will do anything. And I mean anything, like use one to step on to get to the remote. That's how much they want to have those things that we use. And they see us using them and they understand that there's some significance to them. And so we're going to get them versions of their own. And here's one thing I noticed. The boys are really smart. They love remotes, and they can obviously tell that there's several different types of remotes. And so the other day when I was unpacking, I found a remote that I didn't have a home for. When we moved into the house, I had packed a remote that I don't know what it goes to. Not an important remote, obviously. It had no batteries in it, and they immediately bum rushed it. They were just like both grabbing for it. And so I actually came across two remotes, which I don't know what it is with me and remotes. Apparently I am just collecting remotes, but they just don't go to anything that we still have. So I took the batteries out, and now that's their toy. That's not what we're giving them for the gift. I just realized that they really love that gift that I gave them, which was a useless remote that I found. But I also then realized that look-alike versions of our cell phone or our iPad that have sounds, music, anything like that on them would be a great gift. And we actually got a gift of baby tablets from a friend of ours. It's not a real tablet, but it works like one, and it plays animal sounds and plays a lot of songs. The boys love it. And then they also are going to get a gift of a baby cell phone that looks like the iPhone, so it looks a lot like our phone. Same shape, same everything. So I think that it'll be a good gift for them because they're really into the things that we're using. Gotta get them a set of car keys now, to chew on. Not like the ones that I have to carry around because those are gross. But I think that if I got them the gift of car keys, they would love it. The third gift idea that we're going with this year is the gift of baby dolls. We have two little boys, and I actually never considered baby dolls for them up until somebody very generously gifted us two baby dolls for the boys. And they immediately just loved them. They just carried them around all the time. Fast forward a couple months, they've had the baby dolls, and I didn't really think much of it until the other day I looked over and one of the twins was feeding the baby doll with a fake bottle. And I realized this is one of those cases where they're learning to play with the toys differently. And I'm realizing that they're actually growing into this toy in a way that makes it more compatible with their learning, but also how the toy is meant to be played with. So while baby dolls are cute to carry around, the idea of having a baby doll is to teach a kid to care for a baby or care for another being, right? Like carrying it around, they were just kind of throwing around the baby, but now they're more careful with the baby doll. They'll carry it around. I've even seen them kissing the baby doll on the head the way we kiss them on the head. And so I just realized like they're starting to grow into apparently a learning phase where they're learning to care for this doll. And so by watching them feed it, I realized, oh my goodness, maybe they're ready to play with more babies. I think that this is a great age to introduce baby dolls to the boys. I know a lot of people have said like we didn't really ever get our kids dolls, but just seeing the way that the boys are interacting with the babies, I think it's really cute. And so we will definitely be considering getting them another doll, or even maybe just accessories like a spoon and a fork for them, because I see that they love to feed the baby a bottle. So why not get them other things like diapers or feeding tools that they can use with their baby doll and take care of them the way we take care of the boys. The boys are also at an age where one-piece puzzles are super fun. The only thing is they're still rampant chewers. They are both teething like crazy, so we do have to watch it. We have a puzzle that has really large pieces in it. They have just like, they're singular pieces that go in and out of one slot that is the right shape. They were chewing it pretty badly, so we took it away. It is wooden. Don't really think it's super hazardous. Like there's just a little bit of chew marks on it, but I figured they might not be ready for it. They were using it as a chew toy and not a puzzle. But I think they're starting to grow into the puzzle phase of it. While they'll still probably chew it a little bit, we'll try to just keep that to a minimum. They are starting to try to put pieces into areas that pieces fit. So I found online some really cute single piece puzzles where it's just a square and a square, a triangle and a triangle, a circle and a circle. And so we are going to introduce one piece puzzles to the boys because they have that interest in finding where things fit. I really think this is a good time to introduce them to a toy like that. And then because the boys are walking, my last recommendation / idea for gifts for a 1-year-old, if your 1-year-old is walking pretty steadily, I think it's a great time to introduce toys that are my first set, right? So for things that are activity-based or sports-based, because now is the time they're learning to put like steps in front of feet together, hand motion. They're starting to throw things. They're starting to throw balls to us. They're starting to kick a ball. Not really well, but they're doing it. And I see the interest in learning this coordinated movement. And so we got the boys their first set of golf clubs, which will help with their hand-eye coordination. My cousin got her son his first set of, I think, hockey sticks. And while they may not be meant to turn your kid into a pro athlete, it's definitely good because they've got the upright stability to walk and do other motions. So kicking, hitting, batting, throwing. The boys also got a basketball hoop for their birthday, so it's a really short basketball hoop that they can throw a ball into. They're both super crazy about the ball, so we got a couple extras so that we could all play together. And I think that once your kid is on their feet and they've got a little more stability, it's the perfect time to introduce those My First kits for sports, or, it really could be anything, but I think it's funny because I see them wanting to throw a ball, kick a ball. They've found the interest in making other things move. And so I know that they're practicing this hand-eye coordination, this foot eye coordination. And so now that they're a little more stable on their feet, I think it's a great time for us to introduce that. Those were what I came up with after the last month or two of just watching how the boys are playing and changing as they develop, and seeing just the new ways that they're playing with the stuff we already have. These are the gifts that I came up with that I know as they're growing into this new phase, this is where their play is going. And so I'm really excited to be able to share these gifts with them. I hope that these gift ideas gave you a good idea of what to do. I know that, you know, without a lot of like really deep thinking, I was just like, what am I going to get them? Another, you know, teether, more clothes. They need all those things. But as for like play toys, it was just like this weird area where they're no longer just holding things, but they can't really tell you what they want yet. So it was a lot of just sitting back, observing, and finding that all of a sudden this whole new world of play is I don't know if you can hear them, they're playing downstairs, but this whole new world of play has opened up. So I hope these ideas helped you. Leave a comment below, what are some great gift ideas for 1-year-olds? I am always open to learning what your kids love, because I would love to share that with my own. And you know, what was your favorite thing that you ever got your kid for Christmas or a birthday? Like, what was the thing that they were just crazy wild about that you were so excited that you purchased? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.